Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
In today's mortgage environment, providing our wholesale community with the best combination of product, pricing, technology, and service is paramount to their success. PRMG, built by originators for originators.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. It's created exclusively for NMP TV. It's brought to you by our friends at PRMG. Hey, I've got to tell you, when you take a look at the numbers for the jobs report that came out last Friday, you might say, hey, pretty darn good, right? Unemployment rate went down from 11.1 to 10.2%, and new job creations, 1.8 million. That sounds pretty good. They beat estimates. They were better than expectations. So when you dig deeper and you get to the heart of the matter on these, it is a big difference from what really happened. So let's talk about this. You've got the establishment or business survey that uses models, and that's where you get the job creations from, 1.8 million jobs created. And then you get the household survey. That's where you get the unemployment rate. Now, that survey still showed a lot of job gains, 1.35 million. But remember, what happens with those is you have actual phone calls and actual visits. Now, with COVID, a lot of people not being visited, as you can imagine, so the response rates are much less than they're accustomed to. That creates some more sketchiness within the report. Now, when we take a look at how to dissect this, we have to take into consideration one of the statistics that the media doesn't, and that is people that are not counted in the labor force, so therefore they're unemployed, they're not in the labor force, but we're not counting them, we're omitting them. Why? Because they haven't looked for a job in the last 4 weeks. So why would they look for a job in the last 4 weeks? Hey, what if you worked someplace like a restaurant that wasn't taking you back? What if you were in health or fitness and all the gyms are closed? Or whatever your line of work with is that has been severely affected by COVID, that there's no openings, you may not be looking for a job. Or what if you're afraid because you don't want to contract COVID? You won't look for a job then. Or what if the unemployment benefits that you're getting are at least close to, maybe equal, maybe even more than what you're working, what you would normally get working, so therefore you're not looking for a job. Now, what was that number? It was almost 8 million people. It's over 7 million. So when we take that and we add that back to the labor force, but also add it to the unemployed people, the unemployment rate increases not from the 10.2, but to 14.3. And guess what? There are misclassifications that the government admits to, the BLS admits to in their statistics. So the unemployment rate, while they say is 10.2, they say, oh, by the way, it's really 11.2. Well, when you add these amount of people who are no longer looking for work during a 4-week period, not a very long period of time, the real number is over 15% unemployment. That's for real. That's why the bond market reacted pretty well, and bonds have been reacting well. Boy, we've seen interest rates being quoted now at 3, under 3. Hey, remember, I was first to tell you, I know everybody thought it was crazy saying they were going to get into 2s. You will see a 2 handle. And any of you that have been around to hear me speak over the past year, you know we forecasted this, and you know that we did say, don't pay points, don't pay upfront MI, pay monthly MI, and try to reduce closing costs. We said don't sell the lowest rate, sell a higher rate but lower cost. And sure enough, all that's coming back. We even talked a little while ago when the spread was there about looking at ARMs because of this refinance opportunity. Now, how long is it going to last? It's going to last for a little bit. You know, there are currently, get this, 19 million refinance loans available. 19 million. And also, that's qualified by saying, hey, they're current on their mortgage, they've got at least an 80 LTV, they've got at least a 720 FICO score, and their rate would be 0.75% cheaper right now than the rate they currently have. To put that in perspective, it's about $4.8 trillion. In this crazy, crazy year of refinancing, we'll do less than $1.4 trillion. So think about that. We can't handle the capacity that is available. So this is your time. This is your time to really work hard and to work with people, but don't neglect the purchase side, because purchases are so important, because that's what's going to sustain us. Remember, we're going to be doing so many loans here in the low 3s, even below 3%. It wouldn't take much of a move higher, even if rates were to move just slightly up from here to maybe where the best rates were 4 months ago at 3 3/4. That's going to be a challenging environment to be refinancing people in the future. So really smart people like yourself always think ahead. Yeah, live in the moment, but plan for the future. And the future says you have to pay attention to the purchase side. You You have to pay attention to tools that give you debt consolidation availability, because that's what's going to sustain you in a very highly successful manner into the future. And one more point, put some money away while you're making it, because you need to pay yourself first. This is a time where you could sock some money away. Don't either miss opportunities and start taking up golf, or start really trying to improve your golf game during this environment. This is a time to really work hard and put some money aside. Now, as we approach this week, it's more of a quiet week ahead, but obviously bond prices are at very, very high levels. They are susceptible to pullbacks. We're going to be watching this carefully because we are anticipating some news out of Washington this week. And the news out of Washington perhaps could fuel a stock market rally. Money could be pulled out of the bond market, and it could cause a little bit of a blip in rates. So you've got to be on guard for that. We'll be watching it closely for you at MBS Highway. And boy, there's never been a better time for you to be an MBS Highway member. If you're not already, I got to tell you, you're missing the boat, either with unhappy customers who are locked at the wrong time, or missed lock opportunities, or missing the tools that can help you grow your business and protect it into the future. Why not convert more conversations into applications? Get on board. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
PRMG continues to provide our wholesale partners across the nation with better technology, better product, better pricing, and better service. Our nationally recognized brand is more than just an image. It is a symbol of integrity. PRMG, built by originators for originators. Be sure to click on the link below for your free 30-day MBS Highway trial.